What's up, my brothers? So we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate in this video. It's an unusual conversation because I've known Tate for a few years now. Never met him in real life, but I've talked to him quite a bit. Actually, more offline now than online. I did a few podcasts with him. And something really strange has happened over the last few weeks minimum. I'm going to say even the last couple of months that have led up to it. And I'm going to tell you why it's happened, how he's blown up. But I get obviously recognized when I go out. I go to the gym, get something to eat. I'm at the grocery store. Hey, you know, blah, 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 your book, your videos, they help me. Always, you know, it's just a narrative that I've seen over the years, and it's cool. Like, I like meeting the people, but something changed over the last couple weeks. Every single person that I've run into over the last couple weeks, after they do the intro, shake the hand, blah, 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 the next thing they usually say is, do you know Andrew Tate? Have you heard of Andrew Tate? Have you heard of this guy Andrew Tate blowing up on whatever, you know, the internet? So I wanted to address that to kind of give you a little bit of insight on a little bit more from who I think he is and how he blew up on, you know, the internet, because I don't see a lot of people talking about that. I see a lot of people going on about why he's an alpha or some shit. And it's like, it's fucking hilarious to me because these are often the same people that were shit talking him a couple years ago, but now they're riding off this good name, right? But that's what happens. But here's the thing. So I've done a few podcasts with him and Tristan, at least 3 or 4 years ago. I genuinely think that they're kind men. I wouldn't say that they're nice guys, you know, for example, because there's a difference between being a nice guy and a kind man. If you want to know the difference, go read No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. But I genuinely think that they're kind men. The conversations that I've had offline have shown me who they are. They're definitely as real as it gets, especially Andrew. What you see is what you get with him. Now, is he a bit of a avatar? Is he a bit of a caricature of himself? Absolutely. I'm sure in real life, were I to meet him, shake his hand, hang out with him, have dinner sort of thing, you'd see a lot different sort of guy than what you would get watching online highlight reels and stuff like that. You're going to see over my shoulder a cop doing laser radar over here. There's 2 of them, in fact, looking to pin people. It's always nice when people come in the other way, flash their high beams. Not too many people do that anymore. Anyway, back to the Tate thing. So I think he's genuinely a kind guy. He's made offers, and, you know, Tristan himself as well, come out over, you know, let's drive Europe in my supercars, blah, blah, blah. I'm filming this from my McLaren. I mean, he's got like, I don't know, whatever, 20 or 30 of them or something like that. You lose count after a while. But that's who he is, you know. He's a loud, bashful kickboxer. You know, fighters are like that. They're usually very loud, especially if they, you know, if they've had a certain degree of success. I haven't seen anything handed to him. He's certainly worked for what he's accomplished. As far as the fame, I'm going to tell you something. It's a very, very interesting formula. About 5 or 6 months ago, probably about 5 months ago, I'm going to say, I started getting a lot of emails or DMs from guys with what looks like a carbon copy, cookie cutter type of email. Because it always said in the last paragraph something to the effect of, you know, I've watched your videos, or I saw this one specific video, or read your book. I've got this 3 email sequence that's going to blow up your blah, blah, blah sort of thing. And it was way too common for it to be a coincidence. I know that there's, in his HU, there's a copywriting course. I think a lot of the people that take courses like this, they can tend to get lazy and stupid, you know, for being honest, and they don't innovate. You're not innovative when you basically use the same fucking lyrics that 200, 300, 1,000 other guys are using, emailing me and a bunch of other people on a regular basis saying, hey, I can help you with copywriting, I can help you with your email list, I can help you fix your whatever funnel to your whatever, you know, sort of thing. You're very common. And the fucking hilarious part of it is none of these people who have all been ignored or blocked now, none of these kids, because they are genuinely kids. I mean, they wouldn't use the same basic formula to reach out to me if they were mature adults and figured shit out. It's like, why do I need your help? I'm like, I've been doing copywriting longer than you've been alive, probably, okay? But this HU thing for him is basically what's blown it up for him. I don't know what all the wealth creation methods are. You know, I've heard from people, there's copywriting, there's affiliate marketing, you know, there's a few other components in there, but definitely the affiliate component is what has helped Tate blow up. And I'm going to tell you how it's worked out. It's very, very simple, actually, and it's quite clever. HU, what is it, 50 bucks a month? They charge people for it. You come in, you get the information. I'm going to tell you right now, you want to learn how to be an entrepreneur? My course, the School of Entrepreneurship, which is pinned below, get on the wait list. You're going to learn all the specific details of what to do and what not to do. So these people come in. They then have the opportunity to affiliate HU to the public. Now, what ends up happening is a lot of these guys who are probably younger kids that see a guy like Tate with, you know, the money, the muscles, the game, the girls, the cars, and all that kind of shit, and the lifestyle, and the jets, and the boats. They see all of that, and they're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to be that guy. So if I mimic him, or if I do what he tells me to do, then I'm going to make the money. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. On a balance of probabilities, the vast majority of people that think that they can carbon copy somebody that they see out in the reality of the world, whether it's the Tates, myself, or anybody else, doesn't matter. For the vast majority of people, they're always going to go for the shortcuts and the easy, and for the most part, they're going to give up. So it's actually brilliant. Again, let's have an affiliate program where you get paid to promote HU, and then there's a link in every video that you promote. If you put these videos on YouTube, by the way, you can monetize the channel. Depending on how much reach you get with the sound bites, you would now have ad revenue coming in. So a lot of these guys, I mean, TikTok or Instagram, whatever, that might work. You might, you know, generate some affiliate clicks and get some affiliate cash. Usually, by the way, guys, affiliate cash should be 50%. If it's anything less than that, I don't know what, you know, the programs are out there, but if it's anything less than that, you're not getting paid properly. I mean, if you're promoting somebody else's program. So these guys will go and then promote it, and they'll take sound bites, like highlights of Andrew saying something which the vast majority of the population is going to think is ludicrous. I mean, let's be honest. He's not saying stuff that is that unreasonable. It's just he's saying it with an American British accent, as a former kickboxer, as a big dude that's confident, that has like the world to back up the statements that he's making, you know, for being honest, right? I mean, he's saying the same thing that I am, basically, right? But he says it with a certain degree of how can I put this? He can capture a much larger audience than most people can, right? He's multi-continental. Sounds like he's from different parts of the world. Obviously, you know, successful with a kickboxing career. Definitely has the receipts to prove what he's been up to. And he also appeals to a large, you know, demographic. There's still, you know, despite what the societal narrative is, to love everybody, embrace it, be inclusive and all that shit, you know, because Tate is multicultural, he can capture one side of his family plus the other side of his family. He can capture the North American continent. He can capture the European continent. He's got a way about himself to, like, he's got an endearing quality about the way that he speaks. Some people don't like it. Some people say this, that, and the other thing. I'm here to tell you from what I've, you know, experienced with the guy, I think he's a genuinely kind guy, but he's definitely there to make money. He's definitely there to make a name for himself, and he's done it. From what I understand, at the time of recording this, I don't have my calendar in here, I think it's July 30th now, he is now the most Googled man if you were to compare him to guys like Joe Biden or Donald Trump, which is an interesting achievement. I don't know that I'd want that, but he's somehow managed to accomplish that. That's how he's built himself up. That's how he's got the reach. That's how he blew up on the internet. He basically had a school, had a bunch of people enrolled, because it's a very low price point, 50 bucks. I mean, if you can't afford 50 bucks a month, come on, what's the matter with you, right? As a school, everybody gets in, they try the different programs. One of them happens to be affiliate promotion, which is very simple to do because there's loads of videos out there of him talking, saying, you know, what could rub people the wrong way in a very loud, you know, strong voice, if you know what I'm saying. And all these affiliates come out, they promote it, sign up from HU. It's almost like a pyramid scheme, but it's not, like a multi-level marketing. You have the guy at the top that runs it. He doesn't really run it. He's got probably teachers or professors that run the different courses. He's not running it. He promotes it, puts his face out there, lots of content, goes on podcasts. Kids take the podcast clips, they chop them up, they put them on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, they put them on definitely YouTube. YouTube's probably the better platform for them because they're going to get some decent ad revenue from that. And boom, all of a sudden his Instagram has tripled. I think it went from under 800,000 a few months ago to well over 3 million now. He's being talked about all over the place. I know from what I've heard, he's being demanded for a lot of high-end podcasts. And I'm actually surprised you haven't seen him on Joe Rogan yet. You may see him there very soon. And, you know, hat tip to him. He's become a household name. I actually congratulated him about a week ago when I was telling him everybody that I'm talking to now is always asking me about him, and he's now a household name. So, you know, with that comes a certain degree of problems too, because it puts a target on your back, right? There's a lot of crazies out there that believe in this cancel culture nonsense that are going to try to leverage that to try to harm you. I think he's pretty anti-fragile. He's not a stupid guy. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, so in my view, that's how he did it. I don't think it's that complicated, you know, if I'm being honest with you, but you have to have a certain panache. I mean, there's got to be something about you if you're going to pull that off. You just can't be an average Joe and hope to get podcast interviews and shout about things like women can't drive or fly planes or whatever the sound bites, you know, happen to be. He's not wrong. I mean, any chick I've ever dated has always had some fucking damage to her car. You know, people are like, oh, it's not, how you say that about women drivers and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, women generally can't drive better than men. I fucking fully agree with that. Like, where's the lie, right? Every single chick, and you know, and then the argument then becomes, well, why do women pay better insurance rates? I'll tell you, because all the damage that they do to the car, they never fix through the insurance company. Probably because the deductible or something tied into that, or maybe there's other issues that are built around that, but that's why they have better insurances, because they're not claiming the damage that they're doing to the car. Every single chick I've met over the years that I've dated on any long-term basis where you see their car, there's almost always damage to their car. So tell me I'm wrong too now, right? Anyway, you get the point. You just go out and state facts with some strength and with some presence. People are, you know, going to pay attention to that. And if you have a group of young men that are taking clips of that and helping you broadcast it and blow you up on the internet on the different platforms because of those sound bites, with what's really the hot trending thing right now, which is basically called shorts. I would say TikTok probably reinvented this category completely when they blew up on, you know, the app stores a couple of years ago, because all of their videos were a minute or less. And then Instagram goes, well, hang on a second, they're blowing up, but we're not. So they basically instituted Reels. And then YouTube was like, well, hang on, you know, Instagram and TikTok are blowing up. Let's create Shorts. And it was the right place at the right time for him to blow up his presence on the internet. Because once all of these platforms developed algorithms to push shorts out to the audience, because they realized that's what keeps people's attention on the platform, because people have no fucking attention today. You make an hour-long video, not as many people will watch that as a 1 minute long video that's basically saying the same thing in a powerful sort of way. So he capitalized on that, had his affiliates promote it, sold more affiliates through the HU link, and it's like this spiral that kind of keeps going and going and going sort of thing. And that's how it, you know, essentially works. So clever. Hat tip to Tate and his boys. You know, good on you for doing what it is that you wanted to do. I like seeing guys do the work and achieve goals. This is not a video to disparage him or to put him down in any way, shape, or form. I'm not that guy. There's a lot of guys out there that have been doing that over the years. Now all of a sudden they want to be his buddy and, you know, do breakdown videos of him and shit like that. It's like, anyway, leave a comment below and a thumbs up. You tell me what you think. A lot of people have asked me, are you part of War Room? No, I'm not. I have my own type of war room, if you will. I've got my own community. I don't need to join anybody else's, but he's a good dude. You know, I've talked to him, again, a lot more offline than online. You can go back to my channel. There's a few podcast interviews that I've done with him and his brother, and check those out if you want to catch up on some of the older material. But yeah, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.